I do. I just told you I got in trouble. That in your way at all. Gotcha. All right. That's as good as I can get it for them. They better just like it. Better than nothing. That's what got to do with it. All right, folks. Welcome to Leake Academy up here in Madden, Mississippi, for tonight's matchup between the home-standing Rebels of Leake Academy and the visitors of Wayne Academy. Wayne Academy holding on to a 1-0 lead in the series of this ball game, taking a walk-off win the other night at Wayne Academy behind a hit of Kemper Williams. Leading off for Wayne Academy here at the top of the first, just to get things started. Number 7, Kemper Williams, going to be playing shortstop tonight. Harkins is on the mound. Right-handed pitcher. Going to bring the first one in. Kemper's going to watch it go high for ball one. The foul ball down the left-hand side started just like he did the other night at Wayne Academy. Hitting the ball really hard, barreled it up really well. But nonetheless, those were foul ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball's going to be a little bit too far inside. Looks like to get the call strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. And ball 3 comes in high. Hard to explain kind of where we are. If you're familiar with Wayne Academy's field, there is a public road that would be sitting right where the back of our home bleachers would be. So here it comes through. Ball 4 comes in high, so it's going to be a leadoff walk. What you want to see when you lead off guy, just get on base anywhere you can. It's going to bring up 2-hole hitter 15, Ian Smith. Ian coming to the plate did an absolutely phenomenal job for the Jaguars Tuesday night on the mound. Just ridiculous job of filling up the strike zone, staying all around it, even when he wasn't getting a call strike, and just putting a lot of pressure on the Rebels. And then behind him, had a great defensive play. Hits that first pitch, foul down the left of the line. Swinging strike 1. But I know in the other night's ball game, y'all heard me talk about Leake Academy's pitcher and congratulate him on the PA system when he was walking off the field. You just got to give credit where it's due when you see a good baseball game, a good baseball players playing. And that was one. And we didn't have the opportunity with Ian to give him that credit during the ball game to our home crowd as I was announcing as well. But I want to give it here when you got the opportunity. Just, an unbelievable job by 2 underclassmen. Ball's going to come in, stay low and outside for ball 1. Foul ball right back behind us. Going to go across the road for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Jaguars got the leadoff runner standing on first base as Kemper Williams reached by way of a walk. Leake Academy lined up defensively. The middle center fielders just a shade of the hair to the left of center field. Everybody else is playing pretty much straight away. Ian's going to watch the next one come in about nose high for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, this is a District 2 North 5A matchup. Everybody starts this week for 5A with their district play. And anytime you can get the lead in that series, you are really, really doing well. It's a very, very difficult series. Top 4 teams go out of each district. And this is another very difficult district to be a part of. Whoever comes out of this one's going to have a chance. Solid hit, nice line drive to left field. Going to hit the left fielder's heel of his glove. And I won't tell you, Kipper Williams better be careful. If he doesn't, he made that one a little bit too close for comfort. He got the ability to slide. I think you heard his mama may have get on to him right there. Man, he went in standing up. The ball came off the heel of the left fielder, off of his glove, excuse me. Next to the plate for the Jaguars, number 2, Caden Lowry. So Caden's up, got runners in score position. A nice hit from the 2-hole hitter in Ian Smith. So Caden Lowry, catcher tonight for the Jaguars, up in the 3-hole spot. Base hit's going to score 1. And watch curveball come in for strike 1. Good pitch. First guy on by way of a walk was Kipper Williams. Next guy up, line drive base hit is Ian Smith. Caden Lowry will take ball 1. Got letter high, just a little high. I hope this is able to come through. I'm not able to be up in the box. Ball 2 comes in low and outside. It's a really tight box here, there, and they've got it full of people working their press box. So I don't want to be a part of them. They don't want to be a part of me because we're probably not going to see eye to eye on balls and strikes or calls. But nonetheless, we're here. Very nice guys allowed me to come up there and be able to do that. We do appreciate them allowing us to put it up there and let everybody see. Internet service is very difficult here, but hopefully it's going to work itself out. And hope you can hear me. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. We're in the top of the first. Line drive, base hit, back to right field. Gonna push 1 in. Ian Smith gonna take second base and hold up right there. Nice job of hitting by your 2 or 3-hole hitters. Get those guys around. So 3 guys up, 2 hits. First guy got on by way of a walk. That's what you need. This is gonna be your 4-hole hitter, 22, Colton Stringer at the plate. The courtesy runner going in. Cale Graham going in to run for your catcher right there, and Caden Lowry. Cale, give a little credit, got here in time to see the junior varsity game, and Cale had a home run in that one over the left field wall here. Got every bit of it. Had a 3-run home run there. It's a nice job of hitting by Cale. Cale's done a nice job of stepping in for the Jaguars. He's still battling a little bit of the injury bug, but like we're going to have everybody back on the field tonight and see how we respond to that. That ball bounces in there. Not a bad job by the catcher blocking it up. You can see he blocked it up, went off his chest. He was looking up, thinking it bounced up in the air, and it actually went right below his feet. But he was able to foul it nonetheless. Gave Ian Smith time to take third base. So he already had him in scoring position at second base, but now you got him 90 feet away. Makes that job a little bit easier. Still nobody out. Top of the first inning. 4-hole hitter at the plate for the Jaguars. Colton Stringer. Colton hits the ball in between shortstop and third base. Shortstop dives, but not able to make a play. Just a little bit too far to the left. It's going to be another infield hit for the Jaguars. And another hit, first infield hit, and that's going to push another run across. Brings next to the plate. Number 19, Davin Lowry. That's a difficult play for the shortstop to make. It's not hit terribly hard. So therefore, he's got to charge it to have a play on it, but it was far enough away from him. He had to go back to make sure he just got it in his glove. So ball comes in high. Curveball stays high. Pitcher wanted to get the call on that one. Umpire told him he's going to bring it down a little bit. But Jaguars got 2 runs on 3 hits to start this ball game. And still nobody out here at the top of the first. You got a good bat at the plate with another good one coming up behind him. As you've already seen, we got several good ones in this lineup. Hard swing right there by Davin Lowry. It's out in front of that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Still nobody out. Hard hit ball. Got a chance. The left fielder, center fielder's going back. He's got a chance to get out. And that's a home run by Davin Lowry. First one of the year. Talked about it the other night and said he had power, just hadn't seen it yet. And that's a 3-run home run by number 19, Davin Lowry. He was out in front of the first one that he swung at. Coach told him to sit back, let it get a little deeper, and he did. Able to hit what was technically going to be an opposite field home run. It went over the right center field wall. And Jaguars going to take a 5-0 lead. And that's 4 hits for the Jaguars here in the first inning. And Coach going to go out and talk with his pitcher, probably just try to tell him just relax. Jaguars had a unique situation Tuesday night when they played against Leake Academy. And when I say unique, it's unique for the Jaguars. The pitcher for Leake the other night was Reese Atkinson, the first gentleman that I've seen this year hold the Jaguars scoreless through 6 innings, and he was able to do so with a phenomenal pitching performance. We've already talked about that, but you see now the power coming out. And so we're going to have a change of pitchers on the mound. Don't bring number 1 coming in for Leake Academy. Not sure of the names. I apologize. I did not have the. So Caden Stovall is going to come in. I'm sure it's going to be the son to the head coach, who is Turk Stovall. We saw another Stovall come in the other night. Number 12 is a Stovall. I know that's the coach's son as well, but he came in and behind Atkinson to pitch when they took Atkinson out. It's got to be a brother. But nonetheless, going to bring another pitcher in. Difficult situation. Still nobody out. Top of the first. And Jaguars got 5 runs across here on 4 hits. They got 3 on the board because they didn't know how to score. They hit by Colton Stringer, but that's an infield hit. I mean, in my opinion, the shortstop really didn't have any play on it at all. You saw he was able to stop it, but not even be able to throw it. But you got 5 runs on 4 hits. First gentleman got on with a walk was Kemper Williams, which is what the leadoff got to do, get on any way possible and able to meet on a walk. And if I had to guess, you're probably going to see some hard hit balls by Kemper. He has really been on fire here lately, swinging the bat. This gentleman set to come up next has been out of the batting lineup and off the field for a while, battling a back injury in Jackson White. And says he feels comfortable and feels good now. After having a little, they call it a back injection, I think is what it was. I think it was actually an epidural that they gave him, but went and took some swings here this past weekend. They held him out Monday, I think, just for precautionary measures. And he's back in the lineup now, back in the field, playing center field. I'm glad to see him and all these guys back on the field. Cole Waits is there at third base. Walker Hall's going to be on the mound tonight for the Jaguars. So hopefully we've got everything going in the right direction. All right, here we go. Next to the plate, number 3, Jackson White. And this is another gentleman with really, really good power. Takes ball 1, bounces off the plate, Stovall. Ball 2, a bit outside with a fastball. 2 balls, no strikes. High fly ball into the infield. 3 guys coming for it. Shortstop, second baseman calls him off. As Harkins, who is pitching, calls him off and able to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Next guy up is going to be right fielder, number 9, Drake Frazier. The high fly ball may not look like much to it, but that just tells you from a hitter standpoint, just a little bit off on his timing, just right off the top of the bat. He finds that, and that ball's going to be parked on the outfield as well. So not real frustrated In that situation, nice pitch right there to come in from a curveball to get the call strike one. So just make a small adjustment for Jackson White, and you'll see the ball travel really hard, really fast somewhere. Fastball stays too far outside to get the call. One ball, one strike, one out. There's a pitch. Gonna get the call strike on the outside part of the plate in the upper right quadrant. If you're looking at a kind of a pitch zone or K zone, I think as they call it. That curveball gonna stay too high. Two balls, two strikes, one out. This is your six-hole hitter for the Jaguars. Foul ball back off the right-hand side. Two balls, two strikes, one out. Jaguars have a lead of 5-0 here at the top of the first inning over the homestanding Leake Academy Rebels. Nice pitch, line drive, center field. Center fielder looks like he's got a bead on it. Gonna be able to stand it and make the catch, and he does for the second out of the inning. So, the line drive for the Jaguars, that was just right out the center fielder. We saw that gentleman make some good plays the other night as well. Got plenty of speed out there. Oh, umpires meet. Excuse me. I had to see what was going on, but the pitcher had a sleeve on his throwing arm, like a white sleeve on his throwing arm. Not how I have to have anything on your throwing arm there. So at the plate for the Jaguars now, second baseman number 12, Eli Moody. Done a phenomenal job so far for the Jaguars, putting the ball in play, and that's another one. Line drive back up the middle, and that kid's on fire. Had a few games where he was just really hitting the ball well, but just right at people. It just one of those things couldn't seem to catch a break, and just keep putting the ball in play like he's done, and good things will happen. He's done it there. So got another guy on the base paths for the Jaguars. 21, Walker Hall coming up to plate. He's batting in the 8-hole. Excuse me, in the 9-hole. I see Kipper Williams coming up. I don't have my roster with me, so I'm having to call it standing outside. So 9-hole hitter to plate for the Jaguars. Pitching tonight, 21, Walker Hall. Got Moody standing on first. He'd love to turn this batting order over. We'll take the call ball one. Low and outside, maybe. It's a little low from where I'm standing. Fastball comes in, fouled off the right side. One ball, one strike. Back to first, making sure Moody doesn't get too far off. First baseman trying to find the ball, popped out of his glove, looking around trying to find it. Ball two comes in a little high. Two balls, one strike, two outs. 8-hole hitter standing on first base. After a base hit, 9-hole hitter Walker Hall trying to get him around. Line drive to center field. Looks like the center field's got a bead on it. He's going to make the catch as well. So Jaguars, everybody but the leadoff hitter put the bat on the ball, but the leadoff hitter didn't have a chance because he looked at four balls. So I'm going to tell you what, from a hitting standpoint, you got to feel really good going in to the second inning. All nine guys got to look at the plate. The Jaguars going to go into the bottom of the first inning with a 5-0 lead over the Rebels of Leake Academy. So Walker Hall going to be on the mound for the Jaguars. Catching for him tonight going to be number 2, Caden Lowry. Third baseman is 17, Cole Waits. Kemper Williams, number 7, locking down that shortstop spot. Eli Moody settled into the second base spot. Standing on first, big number 19, Davin Lowry had a big home run just a minute ago. You got 22, Colton Stringer back in left field. It's kind of his normal spot. Jackson White, number 3, glad to see him back on the field. And center field and right fielder, been there for pretty much the majority of the year, unless he got a movie pitching or something else. Number 9, Drake Fraser.
Leading off for the Rebels, number 12, Rhett Stovall.
All right, it's a lead off of the Rebels, number 12, Rhett Stovall. The Rebel faithful, obviously, you'd love to get all of them back here in this inning, but right now you just need them to chip back away. Jaguar faithful need Hall just to stand on the mound and throw strikes. First one's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Ball 2. Fastball. 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Leadoff hitter Rhett Stovall at the plate. Hard hit line drive back to center fielder. Jackson White's got a bead. Going to stand underneath it and make the catch for the first out of the inning. The Jaguars got 1 guy.
Now batting for the Rebels, number 4, Charlie Brinkley.
Jaguars got 1 guy up, 1 guy down. Leake's going to put him to the plate. Charlie Brantley. Brantley played second base, I believe, the other night. Ball 1's going to come in outside. One ball, no strikes. Strike. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. 1 out. He's back with a curveball right there. A little bit too far outside. Started a little bit too far outside to make it break in. Tough one for the catcher to catch right there. It comes off of Caden's glove. No harm, no foul. Nobody on bases. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Is that one a little bit too hard? They counts full count. 3-2. Nice job of throwing strikes. Nice job of battling it off. Foul tip, strike 3. Catcher holds on to it. That's the first strikeout of the ball game for Walker, and that is the second out of the inning.
Now batting for the Rebels, number 15.
Jack Harkins coming to the plate. Jack started as a pitcher. Walker going to take time out and tie his shoe. All right, 2 up, 2 down. Harkins at the plate. He bounces in there, Walker. Holding on to that one a little bit too long. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. We're at the bottom of the first inning here at Leake Academy. High fly ball, left side. Jackson White looks like he's settling underneath it and is going to make the catch for third out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down. 2 hard hit balls out to the center field, but Jackson White able to drift on both of them and get the Jaguars out of that one. So Jaguars going to go into the top of the second, still holding on to a 5-0 lead over the Leake Academy Rebels. I'll take strike one. I apologize. Having to go up and down. The internet's a tough place over here to get it. No balls, 1 strike. Fly ball, right hand side. It's really high. It may have a chance to get down. It is going to get down, but it's going to be in foul territory by about 2 feet. That's just a long running strike. Leake Academy plays their right fielder just like they did the other day at Wayne Academy. Their right fielder plays way off the line. Now, he comes back to his normal spot, and I think coach has guided him a little bit further back over there. If you get one down the right field line, you're going to run for a while. Cale Graham's in the run for Caden Lowry, and he's got good speed. He'll score if they can get one into that right field corner. Ball hit back to the shortstop. He's going to take it and toss it to the second baseman to get third out of the inning. Jaguars not able to push any more across in that inning. Leake Academy is going to come up here at the bottom of the second and see again if they can try to put some runs on. Everything's going to stay the same defensively for the Jaguars. I apologize for the internet going out. We're just going to have to play with it as much as we can because it's probably going to bounce us on and off. We're actually connected to the Wi-Fi here at the school, so don't know why it kicked us off, but we may have to deal with that on and off. Next to the plate, leadoff hitter here at the bottom of the second innings, number 9, Tyler Winstead. Everything stays the same defensively for the Jaguars. Swinging at the first pitch fastball, outside corner, goes right over the top of our heads. Another foul ball. Mr. Buston's going to have some sore legs in the morning because he's chasing every one of them down, swinging strike 2 on the outside corner. I think he got some help from some youngins on that one. Mikey must have been going back and forth, picking up those balls. Fouls that one off. Fastball on the outside. 0-2 the count. Nice curveball right there for the swing and strike 3. 1 up, 1 down. 16 Camden Marble at the plate for the Rebels. Fastball going to be fouled off the right-hand side. Just across the road. On that one, Coach Richie Anderson's going to go pick it up down the right field side. They're going through baseballs pretty fast. They're fouling them off. Fastball, strike 2 on the outside corner. Curveball call strike 3 on the outside corner. 3 straight pitches. All 3 strikes. Nice job by 21 Walker Hall. 2 up, 2 down. Major Chandler up to the plate, number 27 for Leake Academy. Leake wearing all white today. Curveball, strike 1. Jaguars wearing the red and blue stripe uniforms. Oh, tries to come back with another. Curveball stays too high on him, not able to get on top of that one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Major Chandler at the plate for Leake Academy. I'll take a little bit off of that one, but didn't take quite enough. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Comes back with a fastball, hit back to Kipper Williams at shortstop, feels it, goes to first. And that's in time. So 3 up, 3 down. Nice job of pitching, nice job of defense on there. So looked really, really good for that one. Not allowing anybody to score. That's what you got to do. You got a 5-run lead. There's no sense in trying to do anything crazy out there. Just do what you know how to do and fill up the strike zone. Can't allow free base runners in situations like this. And then when it's your time to come to the plate, you just need to keep adding a couple each time. So Jaguars not able to put anything on the board there in the top of the second. Let's see if we can add to it in the top of the third. All right, we'll start here at the top of the third. 19, Davin Lowry going to be up to the plate. I'd like to see another back-to-back run from him, but we'll take a hit whatever we can get.
Now batting for the Jaguars, number 19, Lowry.
This kid was good in basketball, too. His brother's a ninth grader. He's playing catcher. There's 2 Lowrys on him.
Just know, yeah, I know Sam White's watching this ball game. If you'll just text your wife and let her know so she can tell me we can cut it back on. Because I used my phone for this ball game, so I'm not able to get another huge hit. That may be 2 for 2, and that boy's got another one. Chalk it up. Nice job, 19, Davin Lowry, who spoke back in game 1 about the potential of the home run ball that he had, just hadn't been able to turn it on this year, and boy, he answered today. 2 of them back to back. So nice job by Davin Lowry making the adjustments. Jaguars going to put 1 across. Still nobody out. And that's going to extend the lead 6-0. That one was really a no-doubter on that one. The first one was a high one, kind of floated over that right field fence, and still just a crushing hit. But that one right there was just, I mean, it was mashed off the bat. Pretty much a line drive. This gentleman standing here, number 3, Jackson White's got plenty of that power, too. We saw it last year. Looks at fastball in the outside corner. Get a towering fly ball back on the infield. His first time up. Hard hit ball to the third baseman, able to get his glove down. Jackson hustled down the first base line, but makes it a close play. But nonetheless, going to be called out for the first out of the inning. So moving down the line really well. Like to see that. I know he doesn't like to be out, but Stovall made a good play over at third base throwing out. Jaguars doing a good job putting the bat on the ball next to the plate. Number 9, Drake Frazier. Line drive, foul ball off the right-hand side. Now, I don't know if anybody's going to go get that one or not. Just a little cutover type area to the right. That went pretty deep into that one. So, no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Oh, he wanted that one. You can see him kind of flinch at it. The curveball came in, came back and floated across the inside. That's a nice pitch right there by Stovall. Kind of held Drake up on it. Hard to see where the camera's set up. Where I'm seeing, you can see Wentz's eyes. He really wanted that one. Goes back with the fastball just a bit too far outside to get the call strike. Really not a bad pitch. I mean, it's a 0-2 count. If he chases it, he's probably going to foul it off again. Or either hit a dribbler at the curveball again. See Drake kind of flinch at it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wouldn't surprise me if we see the curveball again right here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Need Drake just to sit back and drive one. Fastball, that's about his chest high, and fouls that one off to stay alive. Too close, can't let it go. Nice job of locating that pitch by Stovall. Frazier staying alive. He's going to get him for a swing on that. I don't think he swung myself, but nonetheless, ball a little high. Too close, but that's going to be the second out of the inning on call strikeout. It's going to bring to the plate number 12, Eli Moody. Moody reached his last time with a nice line drive back to the left fielder. Ooh, that was a good pitch. Where I'm sitting must have been a tad bit inside. Fouls that one off the left-hand side. Got the nod that it was a little bit inside on that first one. So 1 ball, 1 strike. To your 8-hole hitter wearing number 12, Eli Moody. Watch his ball, too, bounce in on the outside part of the plate. Not a lot of room here behind the home plate area, so if anybody's on base going to try to run, it's really got to bounce off the wall. Ball hit back to the first base, but not real hard on that one. And he's going to step on first for the third out of the inning. The Jaguars going to get one on the board by another home run. Back-to-back home runs by 19, Davin Lowry. So just what the doctor ordered for that young man. Jaguars need to get another 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom of the third. Walker Hall going to take the mound again. Looks like everything's going to stay the same defensively. For those watching, we'll let you know with the amount of rain they're calling for tomorrow, probably going to have a tough time playing that ball game. I'm not the one who makes that decision, but probably going to have a tough time making that decision to actually play that ball game tomorrow. More than likely, if they do cancel that ball game, I was able to talk to Coach today. If they do cancel that ball game, we will play again Saturday. Right now, Jaguars scheduled to play this third game of this series tomorrow. Leake Academy, Justin Jones Memorial Park, and That would be the third and final game of this series, but based on the weather, doesn't look like we're going to get this one.
Number 13,
The 13, the catcher, Gage Warren, steps up to the plate for Leake Academy. Warren takes a fastball low and inside. Fouls another fastball off the right-hand side and just barely misses that car. You just probably heard my earpiece going down the road. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's another fastball. Foul ball. High, looks like it may stay in play. Davin Lowry going over to make the catch, and he does just on the edge of the fence for out number 1. Come back to Warren when he comes back up there, but probably during halftime. But Warren got a connection to Wayne County, got some family members in Wayne County. Number 2 to the plate, Reese Atkinson. I've got everything charted right. Reese is going to be the 8-hole hitter. We'll watch a curveball come in for call strike 1. He'll check to first, try to see if he went around. He did check his swing, but didn't go around enough to get the call. So we're looking at 1 ball, 1 strike. Comes back with the curveball again. Atkinson fouls it off. And the second strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Line drive, base hit back to the right side. Nice job by Atkinson on that one. Drake Frazier may have had a chance, but not able to get a good enough jump. There's no need to try to do anything and allow extra base hits. So Nathan Weaver up to the plate, 9-hole hitter. Weaver going to take a fastball, call for strike 1. Atkinson over at first base with a modest lead, nothing crazy. All taking his time. Wanted to get the call on the curveball right there, but stayed just a little bit too far outside to get that one. Atkinson again, dancing, but not too far. Foul ball, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, just 1 out. Got the foul ball called on the first base line by Davin Lowry for the first out. Atkinson comes back with a 2-strike hit to right field. We got a 1-2 count here. This is to go to 2-2 count on Nathan Weaver. Two balls, 2 strikes. Swinging foul tip caught by the catcher for strike 3 for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring you back to the top of the lineup with number 12, Rhett Stovall. Stovall hit a line drive center fielder his first time up. I'd like to get another pop fly on this one. Get quick work here. And Stovall's going to be aggressive at the plate. Walker's throwing a lot of fastballs. He's going to look at the curveball on that first one for call strike 1. Comes with another curveball. That one had a lot of bite, but started that one a little bit too far outside, ready to catch any of the plate. It's going to stay too far outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Atkinson over at first, getting a little bit more of a lead right now. Fastball comes in. Throw back behind the runner. Not going to get him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nice pitch, staying down in the zone on that one. Wasn't a whole lot he could do. If he does hit, it's going to be a bouncing ball, probably to second baseman. I tried to go back behind the runner to throw him out, but Atkinson was able to get back. A little bit more of a lead right now. Curveball gets corner for call, strike 3. And the Jaguars able to get out of that one, no damage after allowing that base hit by Reese Atkinson. Okay. This inning. How about that? I was just checking with the guys that are checking. Hunter Hillman, which is not able to be in full uniform. His dad's got him working the radar gun. I was curious to see what Walker was throwing. He's at 86 during that inning. I'm not sure where he's been other parts of the ball game. But, I told you earlier, the catcher from Leake Academy, Warren, had a connection to Wayne County. I'm not. If you're in the poultry world, you're going to know them. But Brad and Stephanie Risher, some insureds of mine, very good people. And Stephanie is from up in this area, went to school at Leake Academy, was a very, very good basketball player in her own rights back in the day. Both of her children got 2 girls, both of those go to Law Christian, and they're good athletes in their own right. So it's amazing how you kind of bounce around and see people. We got to see Stephanie and the girls at Wayne Academy the other night. So just the connection all the way back from a long way up here in Madden, Mississippi community. So leading off for the Jaguars, you're going to be looking at 9, 1, and 2. 9-hole hitters, the pitcher, 21 Walker Hall. Number 1-hole hitter, wears number 7 in Kemper Williams. And the 2-hole hitter wears number 15, and that's Ian Smith.
Now batting for the Jaguars, number 21, Paul.
Walker hit a line drive back to the center fielder his last time up. Take ball 1 on the inside. Looking at his face right here, I think he may have thought that was going to get called a strike. Nonetheless, it didn't. Hard hit ball, fair ball, going to get down the left field line. Should get 2 out of it. I don't think he's going to be able to get 3, but he's going to go into second base with a stand-up double. So that's just what you want to do to start off. It's going to bring you back to the top of the lineup with number 7, Kemper Williams. Going to have a courtesy runner going in for Walker Hall. Number 11, Cohen Wally. We've seen Cohen go in a number of times this year already, and he has really, really good speed. So obviously anything to the left that he can see, he'll be able to get a good jump on. Anything to the right-hand side, he's going to have to see what happens. But ground ball through the infield, and you may see them try to get home with Cohen, again, with really good speed. But that's what you want to do is get your start off quickly, get that leadoff guy on. We are here in the top of the 4th inning. Cohen Wally standing on second by way of a double for Walker Hall. Foul tip by Kemper Williams, swinging strike 1. He's right over the left-hand side, back to the dugout. And I know if you're watching it, it's really tight. It's hard to see first and third base because we're so close to the field right here. I couldn't zoom out the camera to be able to get everything. So ball 1 comes in low. Good block right there by Warren. If that gets past him, I'm not sure if Cohen Wally's got enough room. I will say this: the backstop is got some angles to it. It's not rounded, so directly behind it is square. And if it hits either of these sides and bounces, it's going to get away from the catcher. And it's all natural grass back here, so there's nothing hard. Ball 2 stays outside. So there's not the hard surface to bounce off of. If you're familiar again with Wayne Academy, you've got the artificial turf behind home plate and in that home plate area. So the ball can bounce on you a little bit. It doesn't happen here. It's all grass. Really nice field, well taken care of, and very good shape. Hard hit ball to right field. Going to tag up to the right fielder. We're going to see if Cohen's going to go. Ooh, he didn't get a very good jump, and that is a cannon from the right fielder. But Wally did not get a good jump on that at all, and but still able to get it, outrun it. As the throw was a little bit off. It took the, well, you can't see him, but I can see him. Coach Hillman's coaching up Cohen down there on third base. He's kind of telling him how to get a look at it. But nonetheless, you got a runner standing on third base. All right, so the infield's coming in. Two-hole hitter Ian Smith at the plate. Been really hot and really aggressive with his bat. Let's see if we can keep it up. So we know what's supposed to happen here. You probably just look for something up in the air. Look at the call, strike one. That's really not a bad pitch by Stovall right there. If it's hard to lift that one in the air. If it comes, if he hits it, it's going to be a ground ball. Again, no balls, one strike, one out. Runner on third. Curveball comes in, stays low for ball one. Anything fly ball is probably going to land and allow your gentleman on third base to score for a sacrifice fly RBI. Now he's going to stay low, gets the call on the bottom end of the zone. So you got to take a two-strike approach right here. Obviously, you'd love to hit it in the air, but now you just want to put it in play. That's just good pitching. That's a nice job by Stovall, just locating that ball down low. Nice curveball. There's nobody covering home. All right, so that's something you very, very rarely ever see right there. So catcher takes up, gets a drop third strike. Runner takes off going to first because first base is not occupied. And he chases him about 3/4 of the way down the line, jumps to make the tag. And when he jumps to make the tag, the ball comes out of his glove. So he's not able to secure the tag and get him. So everybody is safe. And it's a situation out there. The pitcher was a little bit late coming off the mound. Cohen Wally probably could have made that, but that's a situation. There's no sense in chancing it. You got one out. But again, that's another learning situation. I don't think I'd have seen him either, but you got a hot hitter at the plate, number 2, Caden Lowry. He's your 3-hole hitter. The defense goes back. They're going to try to turn a double play. They get a double play depth here. Corners are still up. They're going to hold a runner on first. Third baseman's got his toes pretty much on the grass. So if anybody on the third base side catches it, he's going to try to hold that guy at third. His middle infielder is going to try to turn two. Nice pitch for the call, strike one. Ian Smith bouncing around on first base, trying to get the attention of the pitcher, trying to get him off his game. Jaguars threatening here at the top of the fourth inning. You got two guys on, one out. Ian Smith not very far off the first base, but they're trying to make sure he stays there. Curveball, line drive back to the center field. Should get that run in, and he is. Third base guy. Runner's going to tag up, and he's supposed to step across the plate. Jaguars going to add another run to that scoreboard. Ian Smith obviously not able to go anywhere as the ball was hit out in front of him to center field, but nice job of hitting and getting that sacrifice fly RBI to put the 7th run on the board for the Jaguars and bring up 22 Colton Stringer to the plate. Two outs. Runner still standing on first. It's Ian Smith. And this gentleman right here is another one that's got plenty of power to park one on the other side of the fence. Let's take a first pitch ball, a little bit high. Ball hit back up the middle, not terribly hit too hard. They're going to try to go to first to get him out. Now, that's a close play, but they're going to call him out. But that is a bang, bang play. They're probably going to try to talk to the home plate umpire and see if they can appeal it. But very seldom do you ever see it overturned. Um, and they're going to talk, but they're not going to get it overturned because you're. I just gonna be honest with you. In high school baseball, you just very, very rarely do you ever see officials overturn another one there, especially on a bang bang play like that. But nonetheless, Jaguars able to push another one across here in the top of the fourth and stretch the lead to 7-0 over the Leake Academy Rebels in Game 2 of District 2 5A North baseball. Everybody in 5A started this week. I'm not sure how everybody did during their first games. I think everybody was able to get their first games in Monday or Tuesday, and I'm not sure of all those matchups either. I'll try to look at that and talk with you again more than likely Saturday. I know y'all are hearing me saying that. Nothing has been decided yet, but if you go look at your radar at what's supposed scheduled to come in, I just don't see. It's not going to surprise me at all if when Wayne Academy baseball team gets home tonight, if they don't pull the tarp out on the field. But we'll see what happens there. So we're going to be playing baseball Saturday at Wayne Academy, whether we're playing Leake Academy or we're playing West Jones High School. We're going to be playing baseball at Wayne Academy. If it's West Jones right now, it is scheduled for a 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock ball game. That could potentially change due to the weather. If you're playing, Leake Academy, more than likely going to be a 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock start when I was talking to Coach. And that's honestly, it's not so much for them being up here, it's to let the field dry out as much as it can due to the amount of rain. I think they're calling for a little bit over an inch and a half of rain. And just going to try to let that happen. So that's the scenario right now that we're looking at. And we're getting ready to start the bottom of the fourth inning. Charlie Brantley, the two-hole hitter at the plate for the Leake Academy Rebels. Rebels just looking to get base runners. Jaguars looking to keep throwing strikes and getting outs as quickly as possible. Hard hit ball to center field. Jackson White's moving. Drake Frazier's on the move as well, and Drake's able to come over and get that catch. I'm going to tell you what, three guys standing in outfield for Wayne Academy have really got some speed amongst themselves and can cover a lot of ground. So one pitch, one out. Nice catch by Drake Frazier coming across. Jack Harkins bats left-handed but plays second base and been throwing right-handed. Started off pitching right-handed. So Walker going to start him with a fastball. Stay too far outside to challenge him. That fastball is going to stay too low to get the call. 2 balls, no strikes. Oh, and he hit him on that one. So definitely not what you want to do in that situation. Jaguars have been okay with everything. I think that's going to be the first free base runner that they've allowed today. Only other one was Reese Atkinson. He was reached by way of a hit his last inning. So Winstead coming up, got a runner on, 1 out. Walker misses that one high. So first inning, we've seen him kind of get erratic with his throwing. Not sure where his pitch count is. I don't think it's terribly high. I don't think it should be a fatigue issue. Just going to be a release point. See if we can turn 2. Goes to second for the first one. Turn back to first. And it's off the play. But nonetheless, Kemper Williams gets that started with a nice play at shortstop position. Going back to Eli Moody. But the ball wasn't hit terribly hard. So your shortstop had to move to his right to make that and go get that lead out. But Jaguars able to get that lead out. And got a runner down on first with 2 outs. Umpire Walker asked where it was. Umpire called a ball on that one and said it was a little high. He's back with a fastball on that one. I'm guessing it's going to be a little low. 2 balls, no strikes. Obviously, from a batter standpoint, you don't want to get either one of those. From a pitcher standpoint, you want to get both of them. That was going to stay high for ball 3. You knew that was high. There's your call, strike 1. 3-0 pitch. Walker comes back with a 3-1. Or gets the count to 3-1, excuse me. Now you got him in the situation here. He's probably going to try to swing at something and get it close, and he's not close. Way outside. You can see it from here. Held on to it a little bit too long. So you see him checking. I don't know if y'all see what he's doing. He's checking to the dugout to see what he's doing. Major Chandler going to be at the plate for Leake Academy. This is the first time Leake has had somebody make it to second base tonight. So Walker and Caden going to talk and get their signals lined up. Major Chandler there. The base hit here should score 1. Leake still trailing by a score of 7-0. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning here at Leake Academy. Game 2 between Wayne Academy and Leake Academy. Swing and strike 1. Curveball had a lot of bite on that one. Walker standing there getting the signs. He's back with the same pitch on the curve again. He swung at the first one, didn't swing at that one, laid off of it. That's a swing and miss pitch. Probably going to get the call strike on that one. But it's a swing and miss pitch, and he didn't swing at it, so it's a good job by him to stay off of that one. See if he comes back with a fastball. He does. Moody going to try to get in front of it. He's going to bobble it. Not sure if he was going to be able to really do anything with that one. They're going to score that one. Probably an infield hit if I had to guess. The ball was right back over the top of the bag. Moody was basically going to have to catch it and flip it back to shortstop. Kepper Williams covering second base. So Gage Warren coming to the plate. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Really nobody hurt. Her situation, Walker's been in tonight with a lot of pressure on him. Let's see what he comes back here with. And doesn't get the call in the bottom half of the zone. He's looking for that call, but he's not going to get it. And really, nobody's got it all night long, to be honest with you. So zone's been consistent all night long. Swinging foul ball back off the right side. So you're looking at this is the second time that these guys have seen, so you expect them to kind of see it a little better. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Ball's going to stay low. Nice block by Caden Lowry, not to let that one get past him again. You're probably not going to see a whole lot of running. It's just this backstop is really, really close. 2 balls, 1 strike. He's just trying to overthrow right now. Not going to surprise me. 3 balls, 1 strike. Not going to surprise me if you don't see pitching coach come out in a minute and just talk to him. I'm not sure where his pitch count is. I don't think his pitch count is going to be terribly high. He's just having a hard time locating. There's a call strike on the low end of the zone for call strike 2. 3-2 to count. Really want to see him get out of this one. Again, Jaguars holding on to a 7-0 lead. That's a swinging foul ball off the foot of Warren. 3-2 to count. Bases loaded. Everybody's moving. You got 2 outs. We're at the bottom of the 4th inning. Everybody's moving. Comes back with a fastball about chest high. And again, Warren able to fight it off. They're going to do it again. Here's Walker getting ready to go. He comes back with a curveball, and Warren didn't offer at it at all. I'm going to tell you, that's a really nice job because that's a heck of a curveball. I know he's not going to want to come out of this ball game because Ryan Joe Parker is going to go out and talk to him. That first run comes across by way of a walk.
Number 2, Reese Atkinson.
So at the plate is going to be number 2, Reese Atkinson. Jaguars have got a couple of guys up throwing. Nobody's actually loose and ready to go. Atkinson's the only, he's the second guy to get a base hit. Had one back up the middle on a middle infield hit. Atkinson had a line drive back to right field. Looks like number 8, Hagen Havard's going to get up and start throwing a little bit. This is Walker's inning right here, unless he just really loses all control of anything. 7-1. Fly ball, shallow right side. Drake Frazier's hustling in. Oh my gosh, and just no communication. Man, that's a tough one right there. I mean, somebody's got to make the call and make the catch. That's going to be Moody's ball. He's got to get back there and make the catch. But nonetheless, Drake Frazier had to run a long way, so that's going to fall in for another hit. And they're going to score 2 off of it on that's a tough one. All right, here we go. Score 7-3 on 2 hits. That's where Walt's come back to bite you. And he misses that one. Jerry's a little frustrated right there. He's got to get back under control. Again, stays high and outside on that one. You can tell he's getting frustrated here, so he's going to need to step off, get back composure of himself. He's sensing worried about the guys running, and he's got those strikes right here. So with that, you've given Leake Academy a little life. You can hear their dugout starting to bounce around a little bit. Chirp, you're looking at a 3-0 situation right here. Just got to throw strikes. And he misses that one on 4 straight pitches. So didn't challenge him at all. And they're just looking to sit up there and wait till he throw a strike. Looks like we're ready to come in. We're going to change on the pitching mound. Not the way you wanted to see it happen, but nonetheless, that's just the way it happens. That's baseball for you. You put the ball in play, and that's just what happens sometimes. Looks like we're going to have a change. I know the coaches are over there talking, and not sure what's going to happen right here. I see Coach Ryan Joe Parker coming in second mound visit. So you're going to have I say you're going to have a change. Yeah, looks like Hagen Havard's going to come in for Wayne Academy. Not a bad job pitching by Walker right there. Just got yourself in a bind and you got to figure it out. So not sure what's going to happen here. Walker's going to go to third, I'm guessing. I'm not real sure. I see Cole Waits running off. So it looks like Walker's going to go to third. Cole Waits is coming out. So, yeah, that's what's going to happen. So Hagen Havard's going to the mound. Cole Waits is coming out. Walker will stay in. I'm assuming that's going to have to do with the hitting order that they're in. But nonetheless, Leake Academy feel like they got a little life right here. You're trailing still by 4 runs, but got to throw strikes, and that's what's got them in this position right here. Jaguars pretty much in cruise control through this inning and actually up through 2 outs of this inning. And Leake Academy's just been able to punch a ball here and punch a ball there. Nothing hard. There's been one hard hit ball all night long by Leake Academy, and that was by Reese Atkinson back, I believe, in the 3rd inning. He's able to get back up here in the bottom of the 4th. No, it's been back in the 2nd. He's able to get back up here in the 4th and get a little bloop hit in kind of no man's land. And that ball fell and scored 2. What you would anticipate being a pop fly out, and you're out of that. And nonetheless, that's what happens. That's what I'm talking about. That's why it's baseball. It's just a tough, cruel sport. You just got to keep foot in play. So Havard on the mound for the Jaguars. Walker Hall's going to third base. Everything else stays the same. Havard looks in, gets his signs. That's a call, ball 1. Umpire's been consistent. It's been tight, but it's been consistent. Hard hit ball back to Havard's coming off his leg. And they're saying Walker held on to it. I'm going to tell you, that was a shot that Hagen Havard took off his left thigh, is what it looked like. I'm not sure if it hit his glove and knocked it off. I'm not sure what happened, but he was able to get up and throw a line drive bullet over to third base. Walker was able to hold on to the ball and hold on to the bag to get the 3rd out of the inning. They're going to talk to Hagen because I'm telling you, he took a bullet off of his leg. He probably needs to go walk around. If he sits down at all, he is going to be sore on that one. The Jaguars feel like you dodged another big bullet right there, one that you may have caused yourself, possibly, by just, I'm not going to say not throwing strikes because he really threw strikes. He was all around the zone, but the zone was tight. It's been tight all night long. It's not really the umpire's fault. I think there may have been 2 balls during the whole sequence that Walker Hall was pitching that you felt were strikes, and they were back to back. The first one was a curveball. You felt you got maybe a first pitch strike and one by behind it. So you go from what you felt like it was an 0-2 count to a 2-0 count. That's a drastic difference. And nonetheless, that's what happens. And again, I've said it multiple times. That's baseball. That's why you put the ball in play. So Jaguars still holding on to a 7-3 lead. We're getting ready to go in the top of the 5th inning. Leake Academy's got another pitcher on the mound as they pull Stovall. Stovall did a nice job. He held the Jaguars at bay, only allowing 2 runs after the 5 they allowed in the first. This gentleman on the mound, 22, I believe is his number. Much different throwing motion than Stovall. I'm trying to see where Stovall went. His brother, I'm thinking they pulled Stovall all together. Yeah, because everything else looks the same defensively. They pulled him and brought 22 in the pitch. I'm waiting for them to announce who the pitcher is if they're going to. So the gentleman with the hot bat of the night, number 19, David Lowry. He's accounting for 4 of those 7 runs for the Jaguars. Had a 3-run home run and a solo home run. So 4 of those 7 belong to number 19. And I say that, obviously, the other guys have got to get on base. All right, Davin Lowry. He's going to get the call strike. Swinging strike 2. Line drive, right field. Right fielder's backing up, but didn't have to go very far as it's hit right to him. I mean, another bullet off the bat. But nonetheless, that's going to be 1 up, 1 down. That's bringing up number 3, Jackson White. Here goes Dusty Hillman telling him to find the barrel. Hagan Havard, I can see him down here, down the right field line outside the playing area, moving around. Foul ball off the right-hand side, comes off the net. Caught by Drake Frazier, goes back to the pitcher. But yeah, Hagan's over here moving his hip, moving around. Looks like he's going to be okay. I know they're telling him just keep moving it. Curveball stays low. Nice curveball. Nice job of Jackson White laying off that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Ball 2. Oh, that's a call strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one bounces in for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count to number 3, Jackson White, 2-hole hitter in this inning. Another high fly ball. Second baseman Atkinson drifted back. Center fielder calls him off of it and is able to make the catch for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up number 9, Drake Frazier. Jaguars love to get some base runners on, try to get some of those runs back. That ball bounces up there for ball 1. I believe it came off the umpire. I'm not real sure it bounced way out in front of the plate. Nonetheless, 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs. Drake Frazier at the plate. Checks his swing. Fouls off that check swing for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. We are in the top of the 5th inning. Jaguars holding on to a 7-3 lead over the Rebels of Leake Academy. Swinging strike 2. Nice curveball. Ball hit right off the end of the bat. Atkinson goes over the top. Nice play by shortstop Atkinson. Go back over the top of the second base bag. Ball was not hit very hard at all. I think he fouled or pushed it off his fist, excuse me. And he was able to make that play before Frazier could get to first. So Jaguars not able to add anything. We're going in the bottom of the 5th. Jaguars holding on to a 7-3 lead over the Rebels of Leake Academy. Like I said, you didn't feel, I don't want to say threatened, but Jaguars are really, really cruising along in this ball game. Everything looking good. And 2 balls that you thought were strikes go get called balls, and things get turned completely around from there. And I said earlier when Walker was up there, and it's basically with any ball game. I mean, it's not rocket science that you have to throw strikes. You have to force them to hit the baseball and You got to make the plays behind them. So right here, the Jaguars just need Hagan to sit up there and feed them strikes and let your defense work behind you. Thank you, thank you. Like I said, I'm calling this ball game from outside the press box, so you can hear the music from the press box going. And had a gentleman, Mr. Barron Graham, come by and congratulate me. And said Walker looked good. So that's where these conversations come from. All right, so here we go. Charlie Brantley at the plate. This is your 2-hole hitter for Leake Academy. In the bottom of the 5th, Jaguars holding on to a 7-3 lead. Brantley going to look at ball 1. Comes in high. Nice pitch, gets the outside corner, call strike. You can hear the chatter coming out of the Leake Academy dugout. Hadn't been much over there all night long, and they feel like they got a little life now. You got everybody up chirping, what you need to do in ball games like this. Ball's hit back to second base. Moody coming over, makes the play. Gonna have to make a good throw. It's just doesn't have the arm to get it there. Instead of coming up and charging, we didn't have much of a play on it to charge it. But nice job of hustling down there, and that's going to be a first guy on. It's going to bring up Jack Harkins. Back over there. Make sure Marvel stays fairly close to that bag. Harkins at the plate there. In the situation here, they love to just keep chipping away. The pitch gets called on the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. Hard hit ball, right field. Drake Frazier looks like he's going to settle underneath it and able to make the catch. That's a high fly ball, drifted basically what you would call the warning track on right field. But nonetheless, that's just going to be a long out for the first out of the inning. So brings to the plate number 9, Tyler Winstead, right fielder for Leake Academy. Nice job by Hagen Havard. Comes in a little high ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner on first. Reached by a little dribbler, hit back over the top of second base, excuse me. That comes in high as well. Curveball just stays really high there. 2 balls, no strikes. Jaguars love to get a double play ball right here. Now it stays high again. All 3 of those balls were right in the same area. So here comes the pitch. 3-0 count. The pitch. The batter, I think, was Instead, I think we wanted to get the call ball 4, but that one's right down the pipe, belt high. There's the same pitch right here. Jaguars may get a double play out of it. Strike 2, didn't want to swing. You can tell he's pretty frustrated. His coach is telling him you're okay. Come back with that same pitch right here, Hagan. 3-2 the count. He's got his way back in it. Runner gone. And it's going to be high, ball 4. All right, Marble at the plate. 2 guys on. You still got a double play opportunity right here. And we've got a ball call. So and I don't know if he's telling me he's not coming to a stop. That's what it looks like. I'm not real sure what he's telling me. He called a balk call, but now you got some double plays taken out of play. It comes in high. He started every single one of them with that same pitch right there. Just not able to get it down and get it located right now with that particular one for the first pitch. But 1 ball, no strikes. Oh, oh man. I think the strike zone was tight, and I think it's getting tighter for us anyway. It would be nice. Already been in trouble once, but man, that's tough. Three balls, no strikes. You got a place to put him on first base. Not a bad situation. If you end up walking, you got to put you back in a double play position to turn 2, but you really don't want to walk anybody in any situation. But a base hit's going to score 1. That's going to be ball 4. And he's struggling getting that pitch down. The coaches are talking to each other. Major Chandler at the plate. Still 1 out. Bases loaded. Curveball drops in for strike 1. Changed up a little bit from that other pitch. He's been starting with a fastball. Came back with a curveball and it drops in there for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Jaguars still holding on 7-3 lead. Leake's not able to push anybody across yet, but they are definitely threatening. There's a call, strike 2 on the outside corner. Jaguars got the corners in. Middle infield's playing back at double play depth. Leake's looking for a base hit or a sacrifice fly. Just put the ball in play. Nice stop right there by Caden Lowry. Really not a bad pitch. It's low in the zone. Your 0-2's your count, and you just want to chase something. But I give it to the Rebels. The two games we've seen of them, or what we've seen of them so far, they don't chase a lot of stuff out of the zone. Pretty much got to be right down the pipe for them to swing at it. That one's low itself. Again, not a ton of territory behind the home plate area. Nice hustle right there by Caden Lowry to stop that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one stayed low again. The tied run is at the plate, though. I will say that. Major Chandler, if he hits the home run here, you got a tie ball game. You go from Leake Academy being totally in control. Just Leake looked like not threatening at all. So all of a sudden, they're back in it in this event. That's a great pitch right there. Just locked him up. And had he swung, he didn't think he was going to hit it anyway because he was late reacting. But nice curveball strike. That's a big 2-out strikeout right there by Hagen Haver. Gauge 1 at the plate. Gage is going to be a 7-hole hitter. Ball 1 comes in a little low. Bases loaded, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 5th. It's a foul tip for swinging strike 1. It's off the catcher's chest. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. You hear the Leake Academy dugout really chirping hard. Man, that's a good pitch. Just a bit high to get the batter to swing at it, and that's what you want right there. You're not going to get that call strike. Hadn't been close to getting it all night, but you really want him to swing at that. And I'm telling you, they don't swing it a whole lot unless it's right down the pipe. That was off a good bit. Held on to it a little bit too long. 3-1 to count. Bases loaded, nowhere to put him. Got to throw strikes. He knows it. You're in a hitter's count right here. And he is way outside. I mean, not even close on that one. So you're going to walk in for the 4th run. We got a timeout. Looks like we're going to possibly have another change right here. Let's see what's happened. Looks like Kipper Williams is going to come in. Looks like Kipper is going to come in, go to the pitcher's mound. Cole Waits is going to go in to second base. I'm not sure if Walker's going to go to third and Moody go to second, or if Moody's going to go to. I'm not real sure how they're going to do it here. All right, looks like we're ready to go back to play. So Moody is going to move to shortstop. Cole Waits is going to go to second base. Walker Hall is going to stay at third. Kemper Williams is going to come to the mound. And Reese Atkinson is at the plate. Ball one, going to get past the catcher, bounce and just dove in really hard. Seven to four, the lead. Leaks put 3 on the board in the fourth and 1 here in the fifth. Ball two going to come in high. 3 balls, no strikes. That ball gets way away. Somebody's got to cover home plate. Somebody's got to cover home plate. And man, I know y'all are not going to be able to see that, but that was the craziest play in the world. So the ball hits the backstop, shoots straight up in the air, and goes about halfway down the first baseline in foul territory. Kipper comes off the pitcher's mound to go get it. Caden comes off a home plate, and there's nobody covering home plate at all. So obviously the runner on third is coming home. He gets there. And the guy that was on second is coming around third. It gets too far off. Well, when Caden gets his hands on it, he goes back to third base with the baseball, and then Walker Hall is able to get it and tag him out on third for the third out. So just a tough way for the Leake Academy Rebels to get out of that one, and a great way for the Wayne Academy Jaguars as they are now holding on. And I'm saying holding on because all the momentum has gone to the Leake Academy Rebels because Jaguars just haven't been able to throw strikes. And we're looking at a 7-5 ball game that you have just absolutely dominated, or you feel like you've dominated the whole thing. And just in one inning, it just kind of falls away from you there. And then you got yourself into this one, this last inning, by, again, not throwing strikes. So, Jaguars going to go into the top of the sixth. Got to find a way to put some runs on the board. They're still holding on to a lead by 2 runs. But got to figure out something to help themselves out here. Going to start off with your 8 and 9 hole hitters. 8 hole hitters, number 12, Eli Moody. 9 hole hitter, 21, Walker Hall. And as much as I sound as frustrated with Leake, with Wayne not throwing strikes, Leake's done a good job of throwing strikes. Moody way out in front of that one, heads off of it. Ball one inside. They wanted to call it a good pitch, and Jaguars feel like they've had about 5 of them that were good pitches that didn't get called. Line drive, center fielder's going to settle underneath it, but the first out of the inning, and that's going to be 1 up, 1 down. Going to bring to the plate 21, Walker Hall. Jaguars got to find a way to get on base.
He's whining when he got sidekick.
Ball one coming down low. Walker reaches last time on with a double down the left field line. Ground ball went over the top of the third base bag. He was able to go into second base standing up. He's going to look at ball 2 bouncing in there. On strike one. Looks like a changeup. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jaguars got 1 out so far. And to get the call strike on the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He didn't like that one, but nonetheless, it was called a strike. Third ball stays low for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that one hits him. So you got a guy on. That's what you needed. And you're back to the top of your lineup with number 7, Kemper Williams, 21. Walker's run down the baseline and cross paths there. So we are in the top of the 6th inning. That ball stays low. Walker Hall getting somewhat of a lead. Not too much on first base. Kemper Williams watches ball 2 come in. Again, Jaguars just need to get some things strung together, just like the Rebels did. And you see, call a timeout. Warren calls time to go talk to his pitcher. I'm guessing he's going to tell him, just working through strikes, calm down. Got the leadoff man out, and Moody hit a line drive back to the center fielder. Good hit, but nonetheless didn't make him have to run too far to catch it. Walker Hall gets on in a 3-2 situation, hit by a pitch. And we got another hit by batter, or hit by pitch, excuse me. But I'm going to tell you something that I don't hear coming out of the Wayne Academy Jaguar dugouts. There's not a lot of chatter. You can hear all the chatter coming out of the Leake Academy dugout, but there's really nothing coming out of the Wayne Academy when they're staying quiet. All right, so we're going to have a pinch runner here coming in for Walker Hall. Cohen Wally's going to come in and pinch run. It's a courtesy runner if he is actually your pitcher, but now that he is not in a pitching situation, it's going to be a pinch runner. That's really the only time I think we could do that one time. Obviously, in that situation, with Walker's shoulder, the shape that it's in, he could slide feet first, but they don't want him sliding head first. And you may be in a situation here where you're going to have to slide. So, two-hole hitter, 15, Ian Smith at the plate. 1 out. Ian has hit the ball really hard tonight. Had a good line drive back in the first, and then had a hard hit ball back to the second baseman his last time up. But they were able to make the play. But right now in this situation, you don't want to give anything to Leake Academy. The pitcher on the mound is just struggling right now, and hit the last 2 batters. You want to force him to throw strikes, but you got to swing at strikes. You can't swing at anything out of the zone. That ball's going to stay high and inside. It wasn't far from hitting him either. High fly ball. It's going to be an infield fly situation. Man, that's a tough one right there. But nonetheless, second out of the inning, and it's going to bring up number 2, Caden Lowry, to the plate. If you Leake Academy, you breathe a big, heavy sigh of relief on that one. Caden Lowry at the plate. Again, it's hit the ball hard all night long. We need another one right here. Got to force them to make some defensive plays. He gets the call, strike 1. Oh, 2 to count. Ball one stays low. One ball, two strikes, two outs. We're at the top of the sixth inning. Jaguars looking to add to a 7-5 lead. Curveball bounces in, stays outside. 2-2 the count to the two-hole hitter. Excuse me, the three-hole hitter wearing number 2, Caden Lowry. Foul tip, nice pitch. Nice job by Caden Lowry to stay alive. Two balls, two strikes, two outs. Runners on first and second. Base hit. Should score one. If he can get the call, strike 3 on a curveball. And all I'm going to say is I hope the Jaguars get the same zone. Jaguars holding on to a 7-5 lead. And we're going into the bottom of the sixth. You just got to throw strikes. I'm going to guess Kemper Williams is probably going to come back out and be the pitcher this inning. He hasn't made it out here yet, so I'm not sure what he's doing, but I'm looking at the rest of the defense, so he will have to be there. I know Caden Lowry was the last guy. Caden Lowry's the last guy to hit. He's your catcher, so he's got to get all his catching gear on. I got to stand out here. Too crowded in there. Weaver at the plate, starting off for the Rebels here at the bottom of the sixth inning. Kemper Williams on the mound. The same as we ended the last inning. Williams a little bit too high to get that call strike. He's going to have to be at the belt to get the call strike. Two balls, no strikes. There's your call strike. The Rebel faithful Rebel faithful not pleased with that call. Jaguar faithful not pleased with the other calls because they felt like the zone has been stretched for them. Jaguars faithful feel like the zone has been stretched for Leake Academy. And Jaguars felt like they were getting squeezed just a little bit. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and a swinging strike on the other one. That's another good pitch right there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Foul tipped right back out the Rebel dugout. And then Duck get out of the way. Nice job of staying alive. Good pitch right there by Kemper Williams. Line drive right at Jackson White, and he doesn't move about 2 feet and comes back and makes that. So hard hit ball, but nonetheless, it's an out 1.
Now batting for the Rebels, number 12, Rhett.
And bring you back to the top of the lineup. Number 12, Stovall. Rhett Stovall. Going to play at third base tonight. Fastball stays outside. That's another one. Stays outside again. Two oh the count. 1 out. Leadoff hitter Stovall at the plate. He looks at the call. Strike 1. Good pitch up there by Kemper Williams. Takes just a tad bit off of that one. That's a little dribbler back to Kemper. He's going to field it and go to first for the second out of the inning. So that's some nice work. Just throwing strikes. You got 2 up, 2 down. And then your 2-hole hitter, number 4, Brantley. Brantley's at the plate. Nobody on. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Jaguars love to get 3 up, 3 down here and get back at the bats. That's a really nice pitch right there. And as they quickly get those 2 outs, everybody in the dugout for Leake kind of falls back down again. You got to take the life right away from them. That's another curveball, but that was not near as close. It stays outside for ball 1. I mean, a ton of bite on that ball, but just didn't start it close enough to the zone to get it way out. Started outside, stayed even further outside. So goes back with a fastball, foul off the right-hand side. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just got to get 1 more strike to him. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fastball, I mean, heated it through there. Man, that's a great job of pitching by Kemper Williams. You can tell he looks real good and confident walking off the mound. So that is just what the Jaguars needed to finish off that 6th inning. We need to add to it right here. You're holding on to a 7-5 lead going into the top of the 7th inning. It looks like Leake is fishing to make a pitching change. So in the pitch, number 8, Matthew Nowell. Nowell played the other night's ball game. I believe he was the 3rd baseman when they played at Wayne Academy the other day. He did a nice job defensively, but he's in the pitch here and trying to keep the bats at bay for the Jaguars. He's going to start off with, looks like, Colton Stringer Davin Lowry. So you're looking at 4, 5, and 6 for the Jaguars. Again, really, really tough bats to face. Nonetheless, Jaguars got to be able to put the ball in play. Leake Academy, a school that has always been traditionally known for just having a ton of fight and not ever giving up on anything in any sport they ever play in. And it's the same way tonight, just able to claw and scratch and get their way back in this ball game in an unorthodox way. But nonetheless, it doesn't matter how you get back in it, you're in it. And momentum swung that way, and Jaguars need those bats to come alive, kind of take the air out of them so they can go back into that bottom of the seventh and feel like they are back in control of this ball game. So here we go. You starting 4, 5, and 6. 22, Colton Stringer. I told you earlier, he was a young man with plenty of power to get it out, and would love to see him start it right here. First home run of the season would be great. With the fastball inside. Call fastball belt high right down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's another really nice pitch. Ball broke back to the inside. Nice pitch by now. Get ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You can tell Colton knew it, knew too. He just kind of jerked his head. And he just had him fooled after that other one, and they set back up on the inside. And that ball was probably going to call ball 2, but not by now. That's bringing up Knight and Davin Lowry to the plate. Ball hit back to the third baseman on a chopper. Comes out of his glove. Davin hurrying down, just not able to make the chance. Third baseman, I believe that is Stovall that's down there. It was earlier. Ball popped out of his glove. Davin hustling down. He's got big long legs, got plenty of speed to get stretched out, so able to reach. I don't know if they're going to call that an error. I would call it an error myself, but they haven't marked it on the board. But nonetheless, you got a runner on, and that brings to the plate 3, Jackson White. And again, this is another gentleman with plenty of home run power. He's hit 2 really high fly balls on the infield. You'd like to see him stay up on that backside and stay with it. I've been getting a pretty good lead on first base. They go back behind him. He was able to get back in, but a little bit too close for comfort. There you go. Not getting too far off this time. And they're going back again. Now's got a good quick move back to first, so you're not able to get too far away. And obviously, Leake Academy is not wanting to let anybody get over to second base. As you get to there and a base hit, then you're going to score that guy around, especially somebody with the speed of Davin Lowry. Look over the pitch. Ball back hit to the second shortstop. Excuse me. He's safe on first. Excuse me. He's safe on second, and he's safe on first. The ball was hit back in the hole, and Atkinson had to go back to get it, and it wasn't hard hit again, but it was hard enough that he had to go back and wait on it, and it took a big hop. So Jaguars in business. Got 2 guys on, with 1 out. Number 9, Drake Frazier at the plate. Just like I talked about the other 2, this gentleman is another one who's got plenty of power. All right, again, base hit right here. Base hit's going to score 1. Ball stays inside and low. Drake struggled with that last pitcher. I'm not going to lie. So maybe this new guy, he can pick up the ball a little better. Check swing, foul ball. Strike one. One ball, one strike. All right, here we go. Get ready for the pitch. One ball, one strike. That was taken way outside for ball two. Nice job from Drake, not chasing that one. He had a little bit off on the first one when he checked his swing. I'm not sure that one meant to throw that one that far outside, but nonetheless, catcher able to stop it. Warren doing a good job back there for the Rebels. Probably everything we've seen so far from them in the last two ball games. Pitch is hit down the third base line. Third baseman came up trying to go to second with it, and not able to get there. Jackson White again with plenty of speed, able to get there in time. So that's going to be Moody. Moody to the plate. Good job with the ball in play tonight. Let's see if he can do it again. Again, base hit right here is probably going to score two Jaguars. You've got plenty of speed on the base pads. Moody chops that one down the third base line. It's going to stay fair. Let's see if he can outrun it. Oh, and he is a half a step thrown out, but they're going to say it's a foul ball. So Jaguars going to get the bat again. Home plate umpire says it's a foul ball. So Jaguars are going to be at it again. And he stays alive. Man alive. Whew. That's a tough one if you're a Rebel. Jaguars are just breathing a sigh of relief if you hear me on that one. Because, man, that was a really, really good play by Snowball at third base to just charge it as hard as it did. Because, I mean, ball wasn't moving fast at all. I mean, it's right on the line. And, all right, Jaguars will take it. Still alive. Next pitch comes in high for ball one. One ball, one strike. Jaguars felt like they had a bad turn on the bench earlier. Let's see if we can return the favor right here with a crazy swing. High fly ball, left fielder drifting back, should be able to make the catch. He settles underneath it and does make the catch for the third out of the inning. So, all right, here we go. Bottom of the seventh. Jaguars holding on to a 7-5 lead. Just got to make sure we throw strikes and let your defense work behind you. I'll get a little closer. I think the mic may be messing up. It may be my distance from it. I'm really not sure. So taking the mound is going to be number 7, Kemper Williams. We'd like to see the same heroics out of him on the mound as we saw from him in game 1 with that walk-off shot to the wall. We'll take 3 strikeouts in a row. We'll take 3 pop-outs in a row. Whatever he wants to give us, we just need 3 of them in a row. Friend of mine, Mr. Page, headed down the first base line. Coaches here at Leake Academy. Got a son that plays here. All right. The dugout has come alive for Leake Academy. Jack Harkins at the plate. Got a hard line drive, I believe, his last time up to right field. all the way to the wall. Drake Frazier made that catch. He settled underneath it. He's back up again. Harkins, the one who started the ball game on the mound, so would love to help himself out right here, but that ball didn't miss much. When it did miss, I think Harkins is wishing he may have let it hit him right there, but it wasn't going to feel good if that one hit him. 2 balls, no strikes. There he got settled in for call strike 1. You hear the dugout from Leake Academy getting real loud in there. 3 balls, 1 strike. There's your call strike. Harkins is. When I tell you he's on the plate, there's not a batter's box. There's not a batter's box left anymore, but he is all up on the plate. 3-2 the count. And I would have to say something about him being up on the box. He's almost standing on top of the plate, but nonetheless, he gets hit and gets on. So Winstead at the plate. He's your tying run, but nonetheless, he's also the second out of a double play if you're a Jaguar fan. He's not near as up on the plate as Harkins was. Call strike 1, nice pitch. That is a really good pitch right there, but not getting the call for the strike. Man, that's tough. That ball's hit back to the right side. Oh, me. Ball is falling into right field. Now you got runners standing on second and third with nobody out. There's an error on the throwing error. Oh, wait, he's trying to go back to second to get the double play. Just threw it way over the top of the second baseman's head, all the way over to left field. Bringing Marble up to the plate. Nobody out. You got the tying run standing at second base. Again, you're in a situation. All you got to do is throw strikes. They got to get both those guys across just to tie the ball game. So Jaguars makes you wonder if you're not going to see a small ball game here pretty quick. Pitch is outside for ball 1. That pitch stays low. Ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Still nobody out. They got runners on first and second. That one stays outside for ball 3. Woo! Man. Gonna be called ball 4. Good gosh. So next to the plate, 27, Major Chandler. Bases loaded, nobody out. The Kipper just having a tough time finding the strike zone. And that's another ball. You may get the call if it doesn't pop out the catcher's glove right there, but I'm telling you, this zone is tight. Two balls, one strike, nobody out. Bottom of the seventh. There's your call, strike two on the outside corner. Again, looking for a strikeout right here. Strikeout or a double play. There's your call, strike three on the strikeout right there. Nice job by Kemper. So there's your first out of the inning. That's the one you needed. So now anything can happen. You can get a double play, get out of this thing, go home. Either way, we'll take one more out. Gage Warren at the plate. Ball's hit back to the second baseman. He's going to go to first to get the sure out. They're going to push a run across, but that gets your second out of the inning. So you're looking at a 7-6 ball game. It's going to bring up number 2, Reese Atkinson. Two outs. Bottom of the seventh. 7-6 ball game. Wayne Academy holding on to a 7-6 lead over the Rebels of Leake Academy. And they are going to put him on. Going to bring up so Matthew Weaver coming to the plate. You put Reese Atkinson on for the simple fact that puts you a force at any bag. Not obviously you're gonna have to make a tag, but in this situation, force it any play. Matthew Weaver looks at ball one coming in half. Kemper Williams, 2 outs. Foul ball, excuse me, fouled off the left-hand side for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Jaguars in the situation here need to play defense to get out of this one. Had to play offense game one to get the win there. You need to play defense here to get out of this one. There's a swinging strike 2. All right, so Jaguars, you feeling good. Leake Academy down to their last strike. Comes in with a hard fastball, just stays just a tad bit high. Not able to get him to swing at that one. Ball's 86 miles an hour. If he gets that down about his chest high, about the letter high, he probably swings at that. Just a tad bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here we go. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Everybody's moving. And that walks in a time run. So you get back to your top of your lineup, Stovall. You got bases loaded, 2 outs. Tie ball game, 7-7. I don't think we're bringing in anybody else. I think he's just out there talking to him, telling him to throw strikes, let your defense work. If they hit a base hit, they hit a base hit. I'm not real sure. Nobody down there warming up. The leadoff guy at the plate. Jaguars hold the lead in this series, 1-0. Rebels. Rebels looking to get game 2 and tie this ball game up 7-7. Ball's hit foul back over here on the home side. First strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, 2 outs, bases loaded. Base hit's going to win the ball game with a walk-off. And strikeout to send us to extra innings. It was real close, and I've been told if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. So I'm trying to stay quiet because this has gotten, I'm telling you, the zone has gotten unbelievably tight if you're wearing a red jersey. And that's a walk-off walk. So that's a tough way to lose one if you're a Jaguar. But I'm going to tell you, Leake just found a way. That's all I'm going to say, and I'm going to leave this one alone because that's a tough one. You feel like you gave one away right there. So Jaguars going to end up tie in the series 1-1. We'll play game 3 at Wayne Academy either day or Saturday. If I guess, probably going to be Saturday due to the weather, but we'll make that call probably sometime tomorrow morning, and we'll be ready to go Saturday or Friday. Either way, we appreciate it. We'll be back in action sometime later.